Hey guys, what's up? I just thought I'd go over some of the few clips that I have from prior to when Mr. Beast actually got, well, sponsored from Lloyd's Mobile, and I wanted to give you an idea of kind of what changed before and after when when that time arrived back then, because I don't think we've really ever looked at that. So this is back, 4 years ago. So this would have been probably right around 2019, right? And even back then, okay, I was big into defending. I was trying to rally trap like crazy. I had 15 mil. Look at the look at this. Look at this. I have 200k across. That's what they think I have. This is back when I was just like managing on nothing, And look at this. Enemy coalition's coming in, and I pop, as you might imagine. Look at this. 1.6. He's probably very confused. Look at that. Try to find a report like that these days. 25,000 wounded. 1 million dead. I don't think you could see a better report than that these days. I don't think that can be reproduced either. Like I just don't think it's so hard to even get anywhere near that. And this is back in the day. And look at that. 208, 4,000. I mean that was all T4 too. I mean it's just hard to believe. But this is before Mr. Beast, my dear, right? This is the Lord's Mobile before they really started to kind of I don't know how else to describe it. Like, because look at this, right? I mean, it's 17 million troops, and I didn't even have a problem, right? And of course, look at me. I look, ugh, that was a way to look at. Tells you how well. Heck, I remember this, and it's funny that things really haven't changed a whole lot, right? And I'm still in that room, still talking like I have all these years later, and that was 4 years ago. But hey, here we are. But look at that, 222k wounded with that kind of composition, guys. This is before the reckoning that is updates. But maybe the new kingdoms are like this. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know, man. I'm looking at this and it's just like I yearn for the day when we could go back to this because this was fun. I mean, look at this, like absolutely nutty. Now, even though sure you lost your troops or good, blah blah blah, that wasn't that bad, But when Mr. Beast and them kind of came in December 24th, 2019, right? Then not that long after, right? Here we are, March 23 of 20. Okay. And it's an absolutely different deal now. I go from being 500 mil to a billion might. Okay. In a span of 3 months. And I'm at this point where I'm like, yeah, I could solo this. Look at this guy. He's got 510,000. He has 4 billion food. And so what do? I zipped him clean. I zipped everything. And this guy had 800k and had tons of resources. I go by and scout this guy. Same deal. I was able to solo these guys out and not think twice about it. And the resource gains were stupid, right? This is back in 20. This is back when things were actually going pretty good, right? But then, naturally, a couple more months go by. Here we are in April, well, only a month or so, right? But again, it's more of the same, just more billion might, like not billion, but like tons of resources, just absolutely littered everywhere. Now you might notice I dropped from a billion to 840 in only a month. That tells you how ridiculous the might drops were back then. Though it was fluctuated greatly all the time, but yet left and right, I was killing players like all the time. And this guy I soloed out. I mean, I didn't even kid around. This guy. I mean, literally 5 solos into it, and I wiped him out. And just for context, okay, when he started out, you can see he had some T4, not a ton of T4. I mean, it's soloable, you know, but he started out having like 400 or 500k, which back then that was a fair amount. You know, it was enough to not wince at, but you could solo it. You know, and there's another 1.4. There's a lot of 1.4s back then. Now you don't see it as often. It's just like not as common, you know. But then you get to this day and age, right? And I started doing Griffin trapping again. Yeah, and this is like a few days prior to Mr. Beast's announcement, you know, and this is back when I was Griffin trapping. If there's anything I could go back to, it was Griffin trap. Because goddamn did I did. I mean that the damage you did during that is just absolutely nutty. I mean, this is back when things were just a whole different animal, right? But that just tells you how long ago that was. And now look at Mr. Beast. I mean, the guy's literally known all over the internet, but this was back with Vox Mobile only, well, literally 4 years ago. You know, so I mean, that doesn't tell you how much things have changed. You know, we've had so many years that I don't even think it really fully sets in until you really think about it. You know, but needless to say, I just thought I'd go over these clips with you guys, and that's pretty much a little snapshot in history for my channel. So thank you guys for coming by and watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.